Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode we managed to clear out the goblin caves, and we found out a bit about what's been going on here. They were all incredibly powerful, strangely powerful. Apparently some dark lords gave them this power. They gave them some altar that provided this power to them, and the altar reeked of sulfur. I'm thinking demons might be involved in this. Regardless, it's time to go back and report in on what we found. Cleared out the goblins, all is good. Right, down over here. Alright. The goblins shouldn't be a problem anymore. Griffith is thrilled at first, but when you tell him about the Black Altar, he returns to his usual worried state. I've never heard anything like that. What could cause this is beyond me, but perhaps Benedict knows something. You should tell him everything you've seen in those caves. You mentioned something about a reward. Griffith shifts uncomfortably. Well, I didn't think you could do anything, so... Wait, I do have something! Griffith reaches for his desk, and from a drawer he pulls out a bag, which he hands over to you. Take them. They're gemstones I was going to save up for my retirement, but you've earned them. Now go see Benedict. Amber, emeralds, and rubies. And Sheik leveled up. Excellent. So Sheik, more tool use. We're going to have to improve that quite a bit. I think we might have enough tool use now to investigate. Here in this chest. Yep, we did. Gold coins. Yoink. 40 gold coins. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. Alright, let's talk to Benedict. Benedict, we've seen something strange in the goblin caves. You tell Benedict everything about the goblin caves. When you're finished, he looks puzzled and for some reason annoyed. Now, why would I know anything about any of those things? Strong goblins and weird altars? I'm just an alchemist, for God's sake. Well, let me see that amulet. Benedict inspects it briefly, then returns it to you. You might want to show that to Bearworth. He's the Wizard of Faringrove. You can probably find him in Grimson. Wizard of Faringrove. Gotcha. And we're going to head up to Grimson, which is across the river to the north and to the east. Alright, simple enough. We'll go do that just now. Just take a look at... I didn't... You see a welcome sight, an Empire patrol. The sergeant of the patrol greets you and chats with you for a while. They are from Grimson, the capital of Faringrove. The sergeant instructs you to visit Captain Yarling if you go to Grimson. The barracks are a bit apart from the rest of town. The sergeant also warns you about undead roaming the northwestern forests. Then he and his men depart. Undead. Oh, yay. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Okay. You notice a patch of herbs growing all around a huge rock. Could spend some time gathering them. There seems to be quite a bundle. Sure, pick the herbs. You take some time to gather all the herbs you can find. You were right, there are a lot of them. Quite a few spiritual herbs. Good. Give those to Bonnie. I don't know what just happened there. Something did, but it's no big deal. Alright, cross the river. Grimson 5 miles east, Norton 32 miles west, Fort Laramie 35 miles south. Oh. Faringrove is a self-sufficient community. The people of Faringrove farm their own food, and because of the iron, they hardly ever need anything from the Empire. This farmhouse is one of the many providers of food in Faringrove. You have a brief chat with the locals and enjoy a meal with them. Then you have to leave. The locals aren't very talkative. And suddenly, 3 wargs out in the fields. This is unexpected. Why are there wargs out here? There we go. The farmers of this house seem happy to see you. They motion you closer from afar. The head of the family eagerly explains how they had a better-than-average crop yield last year. The yield was so good, they are hoping to sell some of their excess crop to travelers such as yourself. Sure, why not? Yeah, what the hell. Buy a few pieces of bread, no big deal. And that's about all over here, so we're good. No, we don't need to do shopping. And go around that way, so... Is this the capital? There's nothing around it to protect it. It's a little concerning. You knock on the door of the little farmhouse. When there's no answer, you open the door and peek in. The house has been pillaged. The furniture has been smashed, and there is nothing of value left inside. There's nothing for you here. Okay then. Into town we shall go. You arrive at the largest settlement in Faringrove, Grimson. It is a city where the bureaucracy takes place and which distributes food to the citizens of Faringrove. The city itself, however, is not impressive. The buildings are mostly made of wood and are small. The streets are quiet, not many people wander on them. Might want to have a word with the mayor of Grimson, for he is the chief Empire liaison for Faringrove. We are going to. Of course, first things first, I'm going to explore around the outside, because that's what I do, god darn it! Well, I guess we can take a look in here. The man working in the boathouse is a very big man. His arms are thick like tree trunks. He seems to be working on several boats at the same time. Hello there, I'm Jerry. His voice is low and raspy. May I interest you in buying a boat? Only 125 gold. What's happening in this town? He gives you a blank stare. Mister, I just build boats. Unless you got questions about boats, I'm not answering. Speaking of which, care to buy a boat? I'll buy a boat. Jerry happily pockets your money. Your boat is waiting for you, waiting by the water, and may I interest you in another boat? No. Well, then I bid you farewell. Take the boat out for a spin. She's a beauty, even if I say so myself. Yep, we got ourselves a boat. We'll leave it outside town here. Now back to looking through this place. Okay. Farm over there. What's this say? Keep off. Someone has made it their business to build a fence separating them from the rest of the town. There's also a small patch of wheat growing next to the house. There's sharp barking coming from the building. After a while, you hear a voice. You ain't welcome, so remove your hide from my lawn. So much for a warm welcome. You encounter an old man sitting in a chair. His back is crooked and he is leaning to a walking stick. He examines you with squinted eyes. Looks like Empire lapdogs to me. What do you think, Victory? A sharp yap emits from the dog. It approaches you, snarling menacingly. The old man is laughing. That's right, boy. We don't take kindly to Empire lapdogs. No, we don't. So I think it's best you just walk away. It's really surprising to find someone so openly against the Empire. Before, he would have been thrown to Avernum for something like that. You seem awfully hostile towards the Empire. What good have those bastards ever done to this land? All they do is take our iron and bring soldiers here. We never needed any soldiers, and we don't need any now. Why do you call us lapdogs? Because that's what ye are, aren't ye? No stranger ever comes here voluntarily, so you must be working for the Empire. Lapdogs! But tell me, what do you really think about the Empire? I don't really have strong feelings about the Empire. Bah, then ye are a coward for not wanting to choose. You've got nothing to discuss unless ye can make up your mind. Then talk to me. Who are you? Why have you secluded yourself from the rest of the town? My name's Jacob, and I built that fence there a long time ago to keep the Empire out of my land. Back when I built it, I couldn't put it like that. They would have had me executed for thinking like that, the Empire dogs. But no, the Empire's ruler is weak. I don't recognize the Empire's rule, and I damn sure won't bow to the soldiers or to some Empire lapdogs like yourselves. Right, well, I'm not going to get involved. I'll leave you be, old angry man. Alright. Oh, there's a kid over there. A small girl is wandering here. She saw you approach from afar and is staring at you, eyes wide open. Hi, I'm Sally. Unlike most children you've met, Sally is quiet. Hello there, what are you doing? I'm playing. Suddenly she smiles. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Can I guess it? 4. No, that's not it. Can I guess your number again? Why are you all by yourself? I like to be alone. I like to be here where it's quiet. Is that number game the only game you play? Yes. Sometimes I play with Stanley, but his games are too quick for me. I can't keep up. Alright. I'm gonna guess all of the numbers. That's the number I was thinking. Hooray! You guessed Sally's number. Way to go! We got 10 experience. You meet one of the guards in Grimson. Like most soldiers in Faringrove, he too is clad in reasonably good iron armor. Chatting with the guard reveals that there have been some troubles in Grimson. Guard won't say anything more specific, but he tells you to try and see the mayor or Captain Yarling. One of them might reveal something. Message received. Mayor or Captain Yarling. And that's the prancing gremlins. Okay, I guess that's the inn. Most likely. That's an interesting building there. Ah, these are, okay, these are the meal stores. Yeah, meal stores, so that's where they have all their food. Same thing. I mean, I'll check all of them anyway. You never know, someone may have hid a gemstone in one of these. I've seen it happen, okay? Just appears not to be what happened here this time. No big deal. Just because I didn't see it now doesn't mean it won't happen in the future! Mwahaha. Okay. Well, actually, let's start with these two obvious warehouses. Oh. Somehow you get the feeling you're not supposed to be in this house. One thing, the resident is screaming, "Thieves! Thieves in my home! Get out! Get out or I'll call Leo!" Calm down, madam. We're adventurers, not thieves. I don't care what you are. You're not supposed to be in here. Out! Out, 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 out! Maybe it's time for a tactical retreat. Okay, these are obviously houses then. A sickly old man is sitting on a chair in this dirty house. He looks weak and breathes heavily. His hands are shaking and his voice is hushed. Didn't remember I left the door open. Well, if you're coming in, could you close the door behind me? If you're going to rob me, you're not in luck. I've got nothing of value. We're not here to rob you. The man stares at you for a while. Barging into someone's home, are we? Not going to rob the man? You must be adventurers. We don't get many of your kind here. The name's Sigmund, by the way. You okay? You seem sick. Well, aren't you your freaking deductive mastermind? Yes, I'm bleeding sick, and it's a damn bad sickness too, so you might want to leave. My contagion could be contagious, you know. Why haven't you done anything about your illness? Because I don't have any money. I can't afford any potions, and certainly not those ridiculous prices that idiot priest is charging. Besides, he said there's nothing he can do for me. Nobody cares about old Sigmund, so nobody will pay me for me medicines. Is there anything I can do to help? No, I don't want to be a bother. Well, if you could bring me a cup of Alice's herbal tea, then I'd at least feel a bit stronger. She sells her tea in the market. Well, simple enough, we can do that. The Prancing Gremlin. The Prancing Gremlin is like the other inns you've visited, not a bit more quiet. One thing catches her attention. There is a gremlin most likely working in the inn. Gremlins are not known for their love for humans. How the innkeeper got a gremlin working here is a mystery. Oh dear. Okay, those are just guards. This bar patron is looking furiously at the gremlin. There are quite a few flagon in front of him. He motions you to come closer. You know what did I think? I think they shouldn't let gremlins here. And with that revelation, his head bangs to the table and he passes out. Surprisingly, there is a gremlin inside the Prancing Gremlin. What's even more odd, the gremlin doesn't seem hostile at all. In fact, it's picking up glasses and cleaning desks. It glances up to you, aware of your staring.
Welcome, sirs or ladies, to Prancing Gremlin. Sir Boss is your humble waiter. Tell Sir Boss if you want something, and Sir Boss will get it for ya.
What is a gremlin doing here with humans?
Sir Boss works here.
No, what I meant was, why are you here? Why aren't you with the other gremlins?
Sir Boss doesn't like other gremlins. They're too violent and malicious for Sir Boss's taste. Also, they think Sir Boss is retarded, which Sir Boss is not. Sir Boss doesn't like eating humans. Humans have done Sir Boss no harm. Other than tried to kill Sir Boss whenever they see Sir Boss, here Sir Boss can have some peace and quiet.
The others think you're retarded? Why?
Mainly because Sir Boss thinks differently than them. Also, a bear once bit Sir Boss in the head. Others thought it affected Sir Boss's brain. Sir Boss doesn't think so.
Are the others still in Grove?
Sir Boss doesn't know what Grove is, but Sir Boss came from southwest of here. Other gremlins were hiding in a small forest.
Exactly what is your job, then?
Sir Boss cleans tables and serves drinks. Also, Sir Boss makes wine for Lincoln. Lincoln lets Sir Boss stay at the inn if there are no customers. He also gives Sir Boss money for Sir Boss's hard work.
Excellent! I'm glad that's cleared out.
Also, Sir Boss is glad.
How's life with the humans?
Oh, Sir Boss likes it very much. Humans can be so nice when they are not killing Sir Boss. Some humans still try to kill Sir Boss. Most are friendly, though. Especially Bearworth, Stanley, and Jerry. Sir Boss thinks that Kate is a strange human. She always wants Sir Boss to stand still so she can hit a stone with a mallet.
Who is Bearworth?
Bearworth is a wizard. He is always very friendly towards Sir Boss. He says he would like to study Sir Boss's body when Sir Boss is passed on.
Sir Boss's voice is filled with pride as he says that last sentence. Who is Stanley?
Stanley is a small human. He always wants to chase Sir Boss around and hit Sir Boss with a stick. Also, Sir Boss needs to bare Sir Boss's teeth at him when he does this.
Sir Boss demonstrates the baring of teeth. He has several dozen incredibly sharp yellow teeth. Who is Jerry?
Jerry is the boat builder. He always comes to the inn and wants to drink Sir Boss under the table. He also wants Sir Boss to buy a boat. He is very insistent about that. Also, Sir Boss has told Jerry is proud of his daughter. Sir Boss has no idea who the daughter is.
What about the innkeeper?
Lincoln gives Sir Boss money and a place to stay. He doesn't like Sir Boss, though. He is always shouting at Sir Boss. Sir Boss thinks he only lets Sir Boss stay here because Sir Boss's wine is good for business. Sir Boss works very hard, but Lincoln gives Sir Boss no praise. Sir Boss thinks it's unfair.
Oh, right. Gremlin wine. That explains a lot. Is this inn named the Prancing Gremlin after you?
Lincoln changed it when Sir Boss came to work here. It was called the Prancing Pony before. Sir Boss cannot understand why. There were no ponies here when Sir Boss came.
It's just kinda how things work. Wait a minute, Prancing Pony. Wasn't that the name of the inn in Lord of the Rings? Anyway. The innkeeper is a burly man with thick facial hair. He is slowly walking around his inn, occasionally shouting something at the gremlin. He gives you a quick nod.
Newcomers, eh? Welcome to the Prancing Gremlin. I'm Lincoln, the owner. Over there is the Prancing Gremlins. Hey, sir boy, do a little dance!
He watches the gremlin dance around a bit and then turns back to you.
That's enough, sir boy. Gets paid every time it does that. What can I get you?
How did that gremlin come to work here?
Old sir boy? Oh, he just showed up one day. Guess he must have snuck past some patrols to get to the town safely. There I was, just stepped out of the inn on my way home, when suddenly I heard someone say, "You own this inn, could Sir Boss get a job?" I looked down and saw a gremlin's head sticking out of a bush. I nearly had a stroke right there and was about to kick the damn critter right in the face, but then I saw his little eyes all open and begging, so I said, "Oh, what the hell, sure, I think we can work something out." From that day on, that little devil's been cleaning my tables and serving my drinks. Let's not forget that wine it's been making. Good profit there.
Where did he come from? Are there a lot of gremlins in this area?
Now, I've heard that there's been gremlins here from time to time, but they've never given me any trouble. And as for old Sir Boy, I don't really care where it came from or why. It works for me now, that's all I'm interested in.
You let him make wine?
Of course I do, that's good stuff. People all the way from Saddle came here to drink my wine. Once the word gets out, I'm sure we'll be getting people outside Grove to come here. Does have downside to it, though. Once a week, Sir Boy goes out on his little hunting trip to gather all the ingredients needed for the wine. That damn gremlin won't tell anyone what the ingredients are. I could hire someone to gather them for it, but no.
Lincoln shouts of Sir Boss.
Sir Boy, would it kill you if you smile to the customers once in a while? On second thoughts, don't smile.
What services do you offer?
For 5 gold, you get ale. 20 gold, you get a good night's sleep. And 30 gold, you get to taste some of Sir Boy's special wine. And that, my friend, is classy stuff.
I don't need anything, thank you.
Well, then I guess this conversation's over.
Do you have any rumors?
As a matter of fact, I do, but considering that the information in my possession could be hazardous to my health, if a certain member of the city guard would find out I'm divulging such information, I'm going to have to require a certain payment, say 10 gold for that little rumor.
Sure. He eagerly takes your money.
Alright. You know about the undead around Grimson, right? Well, they're hard to miss if you head further north. Anyway, what's creating the undead is a vampire. He lives in the tower northwest from here. Now, the reason I know there's a vampire up here is because it's been there for some time now. Nothing's been done about the matter, however. Why? Because up until now, it has been peaceful. But suddenly it started sending zombies and skeletons at us. Excuse me. I don't know why, but give me another 10 gold and I'll tell you a rumor considering Mayor Lurth and the undead.
Tell me.
Well, the mayor himself has nothing to do with the vampire, but when the attacks first began, Mayor Lurth was enjoying the wilderness all by herself, and the mayor's been horribly depressed ever since. The city militia tried to destroy the vampire naturally, but were forced to retreat. That's all I know about the matter.
Very curious and concerning. My guess, whatever empowered the, empowered the goblins is empowering this other guy as well. This undead. This vampire. Grimson Markethouse. The man selling archery gear is a rather small man. He definitely got up on the wrong foot today because he looks incredibly angry. For some reason, there's a curtain separating his section from the others.
Greetings, I'm Theodore and I sell arrows, crossbow bolts, and the likes.
His voice indicates that he is currently fed up with everything. Do you make these missiles yourself?
Everything I sell is made by me. The only thing I don't gather myself is the metal. I get that from Saddle.
Why is that curtain there?
It's there so I don't have to look at her ugly face.
He points at the direction of the curtain. On the other side of the curtain, a middle-aged woman runs her own shop.
Any other questions? No? Well, that's good.
Like to make a purchase? Nothing we need right now.
Thank you. Do come again.
You walk up to the counter of this shop. It would appear that this is a food shop. The owner looks bored and periodically looks at the curtain to her left.
Hello there. My name is Ursa. May I interest you in some foodstuffs?
Why is that curtain there?
That's Theodore's idea. He thinks it's best he doesn't see my ugly face when he's working. Those were his exact words. Doesn't bother me. What bothers me are the angry looks and shouts he spews at me.
Nice potted plant.
Why, thank you. It's actually an herb plant. I get the herbs for my herbal tea out of these plants.
I'll buy some food. And we need 1 herbal tea. We'll give that to him after we finish looking through this place. You are greeted by a smiling woman behind this counter.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I sell armors and shields. Would you like to buy some? Also, if you want to sell something, then I'll have you know, I pay the most of every item you want to part with.
Why is that curtain there?
Here's my theory. Theodore and Ursa used to go out, not in public, but I think I can tell a couple in love when I see one. But then suddenly one day, Theodore came in here early in the morning and put up the huge curtain. Ever since, he's been very hostile towards Ursa. I guess she left him or something.
Where do these goods come from?
Well, they're forged in Norton and sold here. That's the way it works. Saddle mines the ore, Norton processes it, and we sell it. Well, the bit that isn't sent to the Empire, used by the troops anyway.
We'll buy some armor. Or more specifically, we'll sell the stuff we happen to have that needs selling. Including the scrap metal mail. Unique, maybe. But we're not going to be wearing it. Decent armor around here, though. Not too shabby. That's all for now, thanks. And you? There's a greatsword placed on the counter here. Your deductive skills tell you that this must be a weapons store. Behind the counter stands a sharp-looking man. He's smiling smoothly.
How do you do, sirs? My name's Leonid. My friends call me Leo, though. Would you care to buy some weaponry? I've got it all. Swords, spears, and halberds. And all at a low, low price.
What's the story behind the curtain?
It just appeared there one day. Theo put it there. I guess he and Ursa are fighting. Can't understand why. They used to get along just fine.
Where do these weapons come from? Leonid throws you a wide grin.
I'm glad you asked. The iron is mined from the mines of Saddle by the most hard-working miners you've ever seen. Then the iron ore is transported to Norton. In Norton, the ore is smelted in the great forge of Norton. The most skilled blacksmiths in all of Empire work there, you know, and the most skilled of them, he works for me. Each weapon he makes for me is flawless and, in fact, unique. You will not find weapons of better quality anywhere, my friend.
Oh, not too bad. Nothing we need. Thank you, though. That is... Oh, that's Stanley. Heard mention of him. A small child is playing in the streets. He's skipping around, and as he sees you, he immediately runs to you. Hi, I'm Stanley. What's your name? Ooh, can I hold that sword? Want to see a trick? The word hyperactive comes to your mind. Where are your parents? I think Daddy's working in Mom's home. My daddy's a salesman. He'll get you everything you need. You have a lot of friends here? Yeah, sometimes I play with Cerbos or sometimes with Stuart's dog. Mommy says I can't get a dog of my own. Kenny's also my friend. He's really funny. He works in the town hall. Sometimes I play with Sally, but she's weird. What's your trick? Stanley puts his palms together, presses his lips against his thumbs, takes a deep breath, and produces a sound similar to a small whistle by blowing inside his hands. Neat, huh? Sure, why not? Now, if you don't mind, to you, I brought you some herbal tea.
Thank you kindly. Please, could I have the tea?
You hand Sigmund the tea. He drinks it down.
I feel better already.
His statement would have been more convincing if it had not been followed by another violent coughing.
I feel better, but it's certain I ain't.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Stranger, no one in this town cares for old Sigmund. The folk from the building across would rather see me dead, and here ye are helping a sick old man. Thank ye. I guess it's obvious I ain't gonna beat this sickness with some herbal tea. Just out to visit an alchemist for some curing elixir. Closest alchemist I know is in Norton. He could go there.
Here, I brought you a curing elixir. I already had one. Sigmund drinks the elixir.
Well, it don't taste like herbal tea, but I think...
Coughing interrupts Sigmund, only this time the coughing is worse than before and it lasts longer. When the coughing stops, Sigmund looks at you with watered eyes.
I am at a loss here, strangers. I feel sicker than ever. Guess it's finally time for old Sigmund to leave this world behind. Thank you nonetheless for trying to help me. I really wish I could repay you.
Sigmund lays his head on the table and closes his eyes. Then he snores. He's still very ill. Maybe there's still something you can do for him. Okay. Well, what could we do? Huh. Very curious. Alright, well, I'd love to continue exploring through this place. This episode has pretty much gone on long enough. So, next episode, we'll explore the rest of the town of Grimson. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.